Hi all. Today I will show you how to assign the public IP address and how to assign elastic IP address for the instances, and what is the difference between the private IP and the elastic IP address and the public IP address. Okay, so here I have the EC2 instance and I am running in it. So whenever it is running, you could see private IP address and the public IP address which is assigned. So if we wanted, actually we don't have any VPN connectivity, so if we wanted to access the server, obviously we need a public IP address. So if we have the VPN, then if it is connected with the same VPN, we can access via private IP address. So anyway, so we don't have the I don't have the VPN, so I have to connect with the public IP. So let me show you how to connect public IP address first. So yeah, so when I was using the public IP, I can able to connect, but anyway the server will be using the private IP address only inside. You could see, so there's a private IP address only, it will be there, and when we are connecting, it will use the public IP address. Okay, so anyway, you know this, if you wanted to connect any outside of internet, obviously we need a public IP address. If we wanted to connect on the internal interface, internal network, so you can use a private IP address. If you are having one more network, one more instance on the same network, then you can connect it from this network, in this instance. So that situation you can use the private IP address, that's not a problem. But when you are trying to use via internet, then obviously we need a public IP address. So here the thing in EC2, actually what will happen, so the public IP, when you are doing the power of the VM, then this will be, the public IP will be changed. For example, let me do the power off. So if you do the reboot, obviously the public IP won't change, but when you are doing the power off and power on, the public IP will get released, and when you are powering on, it will assign to the new IP. So let me show you. So it is stopped. So if you see, there won't be any public IP address as I told you earlier. So if I am starting the VM, it is in state, let it run. Yeah, it is running. The public IP address is got changed. Previously, if you see the public IP, let me retry. So obviously it won't restart because the public IP which we tried earlier, it was 18.222 and 143.48, but the new IP address it's got changed, and the newest IP address is 52.114.18.221. So if we connect with the new IP, we can able to access the server. You could see the same private IP address, it's ending with 104. If you see here, that is also the same, but the thing is the public IP it got changed. So this is what the private IP address and public IP address. But if you see on the elastic IP, for example, if you wanted to use the same public IP even when you are doing the power off of the VM, so that scenario you can use the elastic IP address. Let me show you. So if you are rebooting the VM, obviously it will change, but anyway, let me show you the elastic IP. So you could see in the same EC2 dashboard, then the left span, you could see the elastic IPs. You can click on that, and you can just click allocate elastic IP address, and you can give Amazon pool IPv4, and if you want, you can add a name, instance 1 or whatever you can, name, you can give instance 1 and allocate. So this was created, and if you are for assigning, you need to click on this and associate elastic IP address. So it will ask you to choose the VM. So this is a VM only running, so I am selecting that, and it will ask you to select the private IP, the server which is having only this IP address. So I am assigning on it. So once you assigned, you can go back to the instances tab and you can validate. It got changed to the new IP. And here it should show. Let me refresh the entire page. See, Elastic API is showing the public API. So now you can able to connect the instances using the new public API. So that old IP actually it was changed, so we cannot access. So let me try with the new one. So this is the new IP which is assigned by the Elastic IP. So I can able to connect. Anyway, the private IP it won't change. And one more thing, when you are using the Elastic IP, it is chargeable. So if you are using the Elastic IP, make sure whenever you are not using, remove the Elastic IP. Okay. So that's it for removing the Elastic API. Again, you need to go to you can directly click on the Elastic API address here. Otherwise, you need to go to the Elastic API and you can click on that. So let me click in directly from the EC2 dashboard. So it will show where it is associated and what is the private IP and which network interface. Every details it will show and the name of this thing. If you wanted to release the Elastic IP, first you need to deassociate Elastic IP address. So then it will deassociate from the IP from the server whichever you have associated. So and after that you can release the Elastic IP so that it will remove from the our AWS account. And also one more thing, so for each AWS account they will allow you for only 5 Elastic IP address. If you wanted to increase, you need to request to the AWS account so that they will increase it. Thank you.